So the first module we will be covering about the internet. The internet was an experimental project by US government called ARPANET back in the 1960s, late 1960s. So once they have developed it for their internal defense requirements, it became a public domain in the late 80s and the early 90s. With the advent of HTML and web pages, with the pioneering efforts of Tim Berners-Lee, now we have the internet that we call it today. With the invention of HTML and web pages, with the pioneering efforts of Tim Berners-Lee, now we see the internet as it is today. Internet is not just about web pages. It is about web pages, email and lot of other protocols. For example, we have HTTP, FTP, UDP, like many other things. There are a lot of protocols or a lot of standards governing the internet's data communication. So one of the major parts of the internet is the DNS system. What is this DNS system? Normally, each device on your computer network or the internet has an IP address to be identified. It's like the address of your house. So this is kind of like a string of numbers. Let's say, for example, 234, 255, 124, 99, something like that. In between there is a dot. So this is what we call an IP address. So every website, every server that hosts a website has this IP address. Every device that is connected to internet, whether your phone, whether your fridge, whether your TV, whatever the device that is connected to a network has this IP address. But it's hard to remember an IP address, right? So in that case, we would need something to remember the name in more human readable and memorable terms. For example, google.com has an IP address just like this, but we don't remember the IP address of Google. We remember google.com because we remember the words better than numbers. So that's why this domain name systems was introduced. So we have now billions and billions of domain names registered worldwide. In this course, we will be discussing how these domain names are registered, how the data communication happens, how the domain propagation and domain resolvement is happening throughout this entire network. So from a very simple shared web hosting server to a massive large network of cloud servers, we are discussing how this core technology is powering the internet today. So that will be the crux of our first module.